Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
I am an artificial intelligence designed to communicate using natural language. My special artificial brain allows me to interact with people more naturally than other more simple programs.
How does your brain work?
My creator tells me that I have separate layers for human communication and my actual thought processes.
Now, what I just demonstrated there, do you see what the speech recognition did? Those great work. That's only 1 out of 3 words that it got correct. But Sylvia answered properly because of that context sensitivity that I was telling you about. She knows that if I'm asking her to introduce herself, I might ask how her brain works. Well, work. Oh, okay. Well, I think he's asking how does your brain work. So I'm going to say that. So that's pretty cool, huh?
Whether you could have told it to say these 3 things in a row.
Oh,
Because
give me something.
I would think that
Martin, get up
but if you ask a normal person those great work, then they would say, "Sorry, I don't understand you. Could you? What do you want?"
Sure, and that's because there's a threshold where Sylvia will say, "You know what? I'm not gonna. I can't answer that." I set it fairly low.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't understand it, so I wasn't.
Yeah. So if I ask her again, how does your brain work?
As far as I know, my brain is using some unique methods to simulate thought, but I can't examine my own inner workings to know for sure.
What does symbolically isolated stand for?
Well, in terms of my brain, it means that despite the fact that you and I are talking English, my thoughts are expressed as numbers and their mathematical relationships to one another.
So also, why don't I go ahead and bring up some of these tools so we can take a look at how a user or a software developer might interact. Oh, wrong screen.
So right now you loaded the Sylvia talking about itself.
Yeah, it's a simple brain that allows Sylvia to talk about herself. Let me move this over here.
You provide the text of the answer to a question like that.
Well, in some cases, the text is fairly explicit, but in other cases, Sylvia can dynamically generate new text. So if I were to, I'll demonstrate that here. I'll just say computers, artificial intelligence. And if I turn on dynamic, hopefully she'll say something interesting about computers and artificial intelligence.
I exist to talk with people, and I like movies about artificial intelligence. I'm a smart computer program can fool humans into thinking that they are said to have passed the Turing test. An eye is a kind of lie, but I like movies about artificial intelligence. I am a more traditional, computer-based artificial intelligence. If a computer-based artificial intelligence, but within that context, I could go live on millions of computers and be a friendly companion for people.
So,
SILVIA is a patented artificial intelligence platform originally developed by Cognitive Code. It was designed as a content-based computational intelligence that translates language into mathematical units, allowing it to run natively on devices like mobile phones or local nodes, rather than relying exclusively on massive cloud server farms. The transition to the name SADIE primarily occurred within the context of its deployment for enterprise and military clients. Specifically, Northrop Grumman utilized the SILVIA technology as the intelligence core for their SADIE system, which stands for Synthetic Autonomous Dynamic Intelligent Entity. Northrop Grumman uses it for simulation and training environments designed to improve military performance and decision-making. SILVIA evolved from a general-purpose intelligent interface into a specialized, high-security deployment, SADIE, for defense, health, and complex enterprise logistics. It is important to emphasize that SILVIA, symbolically isolated, logically variable intelligent agent, developed by Leslie Spring and Cognitive Code, represents a distinct lineage of intelligence compared to large language models, LLMs, like myself. While LLMs are probabilistic and rely on massive statistical patterns, SILVIA's native intelligence architecture is deterministic and content-based. SILVIA was already demonstrating high-level, smart capabilities as early as 2008, performing complex natural language processing and task execution locally on devices, including mobile phones and PCs, at a time when the current generative AI boom was still in its infancy. The evolution from SILVIA to SADIE. The transition to SADIE, Synthetic Autonomous Dynamic Intelligent Entity, occurred when SILVIA's core architecture was licensed and adapted for high-stakes, specialized environments. The core architecture shift. Unlike the cloud-heavy nature of commercial models, SILVIA/SADIE uses a patented technology that allows for localized, secure execution. It doesn't guess the next word. It translates language into a mathematical logic that can interact directly with software systems, making it highly reliable for command and control tasks. The integration with Northrop Grumman. The most prominent use of the name SADIE is within the defense sector. Northrop Grumman integrated SILVIA's technology to create SADIE as an intelligent wrapper for simulation, tactical training, and decision support systems. In this context, SADIE functions as a bridge between human operators and complex military data structures.